everyone. Welcome in, Nordstrom shoppers. We are so excited to have you here. Welcome in, get nice and comfy. My name is Alicia Martinez. I am a pro artist here at Charlotte Tilbury, and we are so excited to have this space with you. We are so blessed to have got to work with Charlotte. I know in my role, I get to work with her quite a bit backstage and on things like the Today Show with a ton of different celebrity customers. So I'm really excited to share some of the tricks of the trade that I have learned from Charlotte with you in today's class. You may have heard that we just finished award season. We were at the Oscars all weekend. I'm going to share all the things from that, but my brain is still a little bit jumbled, so I hope everything comes out correctly. But if it doesn't, no, I will get there on the way. But I'm also joined here with one of my not only best friends, but incredible artists. So I'm going to let him introduce himself to you.
Hey Nordstrom, Daniel Coronado here, pro artist for Charlotte Tilbury in North America. I've been with Charlotte for just a little over 2 years now, but I've been obsessed with Charlotte and her products for well over that. So it's such an honor to be able to work alongside Charlotte and for this brand. Like Alicia said, we just wrapped with Oscars, which was really amazing. I had an opportunity to spend the entire Oscars day with Michaela J. Rodriguez, who is one of the muses and faces of Charlotte Tilbury currently. And we're just really excited to be here and spend this time with you. This class is 45 minutes. We're just going to be focusing on Charlotte's immediate skin revival secrets, but we're also going to be introducing a brand new product for you, which just launched today, exclusive for Nordstrom. So what do you say? Should we just jump right in? Oh, before I forget, this class is live and it is completely shoppable. So all of the products that we're going to be discussing and sharing, using and going over are available for you in the chat box. So you'll be able to shop, click and shop there, but also ask a lot of questions. We want to make sure that we are answering any questions that you have. So we have a full Charlotte Tilbury backstage team that's going to be answering some questions, and we'll be answering questions for you as well.
Absolutely. We are so excited, especially for that brand new product. Just so you all know, if we're talking a lot about Charlotte, but if you don't know who she is, no worries. She is the face of this incredible brand. She is the #1 makeup artist in the world. And honestly, if you have ever seen a cover of a magazine or even a celebrity walking the red carpet, chances are Charlotte had her hands on that. She has spent so much time in this craft and wanted to bring effective products to everybody that are easy to use, easy to choose, easy to shop, and honestly, skincare infused. This line was started in skincare and then kind of worked its way through a ton of different products. And you'll see that even though Danny and I are makeup artists by trade, you do not need to be a makeup artist to use these products. You will see that we will be doing different things along the line because these are incredibly versatile. And so we'll keep you involved along in the entire journey. But something I wanted to share with you all, something I'm extremely excited about, is that there's a giveaway. We will be giving away over $400 of Charlotte Tilbury skincare. So stand by and stay tuned. At the end, we will be announcing the winner, and good luck to all of you out there. We're so excited for you to be here, but also for somebody to win some swag. So I think before we get to the giveaway, let's talk about what we're going to be doing today. Yeah. We are going to be working with skincare. We are going to be working with complexion. You will see Danny and I utilizing some similar products as well as some different products, but we really do want to be able to share with you this new product because it's exclusively yours. So we will be getting into that shortly, but I think like, Danny, what do we need to do to start the process?
I mean, as we know, Charlotte is the queen of glow. And she has taught me that it doesn't matter what you're putting on top of the skin in regards to color or shaping the face. If the skin isn't skinning, the makeup look isn't winning. So we are going to start off with Glow toner.
Oh I love that. The skin isn't skinning, the look isn't winning. I'm so sorry. You're gonna get just little nuggets of all of that from Danny. But yes, glow toner. You can see mine is almost out. I actually have a backup just in case because I am obsessed with this product. And I think you'll agree, Danny, we use this on every single person that walks on the red carpet. What's so great about this is that this is an acid-free toner. So what it's gonna do is it's gonna get in there and it's going to hydrate. You can see I have a dry skin type. My skin definitely shows off some texture. I don't naturally produce a lot of oil. I have a bit of a compromised skin barrier. So this is going to go in right out the gate and start to hydrate the skin and minimize my pores. So if you do struggle with texture on the skin, whether it's coming from the lack of hydration or even just from oversized pores, this toner is going to target that immediately. I really like to work it in with my fingers, but okay, Danny, bringing out the two L's already. How do you like to use this product?
Well, for me, I'm a little bit oily, and so I feel like I need some additional exfoliation happening. So I just grabbed these from Amazon, and I just use two, slip them on my finger, apply glow toner, and really able to work that into my skin. It's going to also help to get any sort of like residual products that you may have on the skin after cleansing, but also just really gets any sort of like surface dry skin that's there. So like around the edges of the nose, through the brows, into the hairline, anywhere you need a little bit of extra help with exfoliation, these are great.
Oh my gosh. All right. I feel like my skin is starting to come to life already. You can already see a bit of glow happening. What's next? What's next on the roster?
All right, next we are using Charlotte's Magic Serum Crystal Elixir. Obviously, you can tell that I'm obsessed with this product because I have the giant bottle of this, but it really truly is magic. It is like 8 serums in one. You're getting Replexium in here, you're getting vitamin C in here, you're getting hyaluronic acid in this. So it's going to immediately moisturize the skin. It's going to make the skin appear much more smooth. It's going to brighten the skin, and it's going to help to minimize the appearance of pores, any sort of texture, and fine lines. I typically will do like one full pipette of it, but listen to your skin, listen to what your skin is telling you. If you feel like you apply this and you're getting a little bit of a grab happening on the skin, just apply a little more. You want that really nice sort of slip happening on the skin with this. And definitely a really great step that I never skip on myself or my clients when prepping skin for a red carpet or for me for every day.
Absolutely. I love that your skin is totally coming to life. I don't even I like am chomping at the bits right now to talk about the next product, so I feel like I got to do it. I am so excited to be speaking to you guys about a product like I said that is exclusively here for you. So definitely this is one of those shoppable moments. It is the new dark spot correcting Radiance Recovery Serum. This serum it's transformative for me. I've thrown some on my skin right now. You can absolutely see that I struggle with depth across my skin, and all of this depth is what this serum is going to target. Now, this is not a serum that's going to lighten your skin overall. It really does go into those spots that you may have from the sun, that you may have from being rich in experience, that you may have like me from breakouts. I tend to get breakouts that go brown, but even if you have redness, this is going to go in and brighten up all of those areas on the skin. But what I love about this serum is that this is safe to use under the eyes as well, so it will target dark circles. And I don't know of any darkening or brightening product out there that does double duty like that. You are going to get this incredible hydration, but also targeting of darkness for the skin and under the eye. This can be used day and night, and you will see those results come around and brighten up all of these areas that you can tell that skin tells some of my secrets, and I don't want it to all the time. So normally I have to go in with coverage, but with this serum, it's going to treat those, so I'll have to use less product along the line. Danny, are you putting this on top of your magic serum?
I am, yes. What I love about this serum is you can use them together. It really just depends on what you want your serums to do, what your skin concerns might be. For me, it is really the pore minimizing, the brightness, the texture, But also, I've always struggled with having a little bit of an acne problem with my skin because I am so oily. And I mean, we've been using this for a while now, but this has really helped to get rid of any sort of like spots that I've had or any blemishes that have sort of been healing. It's really helping to get rid of all of those spots. So I love this, but I do wear this alone at nighttime. But during the day, I do pair it with um, the regular Charlotte serum, the one we all know and love already.
Yeah, I definitely need to target darkness. So this is my daytime and nighttime serum treatment extraordinaire. And like I said, it's only available to all of you. So I would get your hands on it as soon as possible and see those results right away. It definitely gives some beautiful plumpness, but it's going to go in and treat all those areas that maybe you want to brighten up. So with that, I'm going to continue on and I'm going to focus a bit more on my under eye. I did throw a bit of that serum underneath my eye because you can see I not only have depth, but I do have some spots just from laying out in the sun. California girl here, what can I say? But I'm going to go in, oh, both of us are going to go in with a little cryo recovery eye serum. Now, one of the questions I get all the time as a makeup artist is how do I keep my under eyes looking smooth and not creasing during the day? Right here is your absolute first step. The serum is super thin and aqueous, so it's going to go in and sink into the other eye, under eye to prep it, prime it, and plump it up. The caffeine's really going to wake up the under eye, and then the metal tip of this almost acts like cryotherapy or like a beautiful gua sha to help with some lymphatic drainage. So you have something really, really smooth and like I'm telling you, this is going to prep that canvas so that your under eyes are so smooth all day long. And as we go through this process, I'll show you the perfect way to ensure that you have a long-lasting, smooth, creaseless under eye. But I like to really get in there, use that metal applicator to smooth this over and then press it in with my fingers. I know I use this on basically every person that sits in my chair, whether they're going to a red carpet event or just walking down a runway. But what about you, Danny? Is this one of your go-tos for yourself and for your clients?
Definitely a go-to and a pro tip that I have because the tip is metal, so it already provides this really nice cooling sensation while you're applying it to the under eye. I like to keep mine in the fridge just for a little bit more cooling, a little bit more depuffing, and just a little bit more of that like self-care home treatment moment.
Absolutely. That's how you really show that you care about yourself. You like remember the night before to pop it in the refrigerator. That's like peak self-care for me for sure.
It lives there. That's where it lives. So moving on to moisturizers, the moisturizer that I'm going to be highlighting and celebrating today is Charlotte's Magic Water Cream. This is a newer product to the skincare family here at Charlotte. And what I love about this is it is a really awesome sort of water gel-like texture. It is fragrance free, which I absolutely love. If you're a little on the sensitive side, like I am, or you're sensitive to fragrances, this definitely is for you. This has water locking fusion technology. It's a hydrating blend of ingredients, including hydrogen, aquaporin, and beta glucan blend. So this is going to train the skin barrier to retain moisture, not only immediately, but over time. And this provides you with 100 hours of hydration. What I also love about this and why I use this so much with my clients is like the finish of this. This has a really beautiful sort of like glass-like texture to the skin. So it's great. It's got a nice grip to it. So it's perfect for priming for any sort of makeup application as well. Definitely one of my favorites. Again, listen to your skin, apply like a quarter size amount of this down. If you feel like your skin is drinking that in, you can apply a little bit more. And Alicia's using a different moisturizer, right?
Yes, I'm using what started it all. Like, fun fact out there, Magic Cream was actually Charlotte Tilbury's very first product. It's what started this whole line. So if you're ever on Jeopardy, no, it was Magic Cream. This literally started backstage, and people would be like, Charlotte, what is that magic you are putting on my skin? What is that magic cream? Because this goes in and it plumps the skin up. I know, like I told you, my skin is a little bit drier, so my moisture barrier is a little compromised. My cells are a little sad, and so this plumps those skin cells up, but then it also creates this really beautiful tautness to the skin on top. So I find that not only do I get all the incredible benefits of a moisturizer that is locking in my serum, but on top of that, I have an incredible primer for makeup. This makes my canvas really nice and smooth. You can see almost that bounce back of my skin that I didn't have when I started. My skin was a little drier and a little sad when we started this experience. And now, not only do I have luminosity and glow, but I have that taut surface for anything that I would want to put on top of it. So that trifecta for me is everything I need and something that I do not skip on any client, no matter age, skin tone, even sometimes skin type. A magic cream can be a phenomenal option to really get in there and plump the skin up to make it beautiful for any sort of application.
Absolutely. Two really awesome formulas, but you can notice the difference between mine and Alicia's skin. They do leave a beautiful sort of glowiness, but they're just a little different in their finish, which I really, really love. And this is also really great for somebody who is a little bit more on the oily side like me.
Absolutely. And now I feel like we got to keep the glow going. So we got some glow with our skincare. We're going to go into complexion, and Danny and I are going to use slightly different products along this process, but you'll see that it's definitely going to give that Charlotte aesthetic because she is a glow thief. So what are you using, Danny? I'm going to go in with Unreal Skin.
I'm going to be using the Viral Sensation Hollywood Flawless Filter. The shade that I'm using is the 3.5. As you can see, my skin is a little pink. I am very sensitive to touch, so just massaging all of that yummy skincare into my skin, getting all of that blood flowing. I typically tend to be a little pink, like right around like my cheek and nose area, naturally. So this shade is really going to help to minimize that redness, but it's also going to leave this really beautiful glow to the skin. So if you've not tried these, there are tons of shades. There's definitely one for everybody. I like to keep this in the center of the face, just so I get that nice, gorgeous glow and luminosity. All of Charlotte's like products are skincare infused. So this is going to, it's really, really great for your skin. It's also going to minimize texture while providing a really gorgeous glow, which when you think about is really, really hard to do. But Charlotte being the magician that she is, she's really managed to be able to capture that with this formula. I like a little bit of glow to my skin, but I don't want it to be super, super metallic or super, super glowy. So I really do love this finish. And another thing that I love about this, pro tip, is this can be worn alone. It can be worn under foundation, but it can also be used as sort of a topper if you want that additional glow in very specific areas. So something that is super universal, really versatile, whether you're a professional makeup artist, or just somebody who likes a product that does multiple things for you, both of these products are really it. Your
I
skin
have
is gorge.
I have zoomed. This is how much I care about all of you. We are using like high definition cameras and I am zooming in. I told you my skin has some secrets, but the nice thing about using that serum is that a lot of my spots have already started to fade. So I can use something that's a little bit sheerer of coverage. So with Unreal Skin, not only are you getting this beautiful luminosity, and both of these products don't have glitter in them, they just have glow. And so mine has maybe a bit of a higher sheen of glow, maybe a bit sheerer of coverage, but you can see that already it's bouncing off of those dark spots, so you don't see them as much. I love to use shade 7.5. There's a few more options in skin tone when it comes to Unreal Skin. We have very, very fair to very rich and kind of everything in between, but both of these are very versatile. So you can kind of exist within a few different shades. You don't have to always find that perfect match because they're complexion boosters. And I even like to sometimes take a little bit of that Hollywood Flawless filter. I use shade 4.5 and kind of add a little extra in those areas where I maybe need a little bit of help. I find that I can get just a little bit of tan, a little bit of additional coverage when it comes to this. And I don't know if you agree, Danny, but I find like you don't have to have a specific tool. We use different brushes. We like brushes, but you can use sponges, you can use fingers with these products, and they perform phenomenally well. You don't really have to babysit them at all. They just are going to blend in, and it's almost like you have a makeup artist at home with you because of the efficiency of these products and the effectiveness of them. Mm,
It looks
love
so
it.
gorgeous and glowy. Love, love, love. So while Alicia finishes blending that in, I'm moving on just for a little bit of coverage, and we are moving into the Beautiful Skin Radiant Concealer, packed with hyaluronic acid, packed with niacinamide. So again, a product that's going to give you coverage, it's going to give you brightness, just depending on what you want from the concealer. You can use a bunch of different shades if you need to. I'm going to apply this just in the center of my face, typically where I tend to be a little bit more pink and warm. But I do like for that sort of natural warmth to really exist on the outer edges of my face. So this is where I like to apply it. The shade that I'm using is the 6.5. I like the 6.5 because it does have a little bit more warmth to it. So it's going to cancel out any discoloration, but still look really natural on me. Alicia, what shade are you using?
It's so funny. My brightening shade is a 6.5, but I have an 8 that I'm using in other areas just that are a little more true to my tone. Um, I will say like I this may look like a lot of concealer, but I will tell you I used to load up this product on another level before using that serum. So this has definitely taken down my concealer consumption. But what I love is that you can really layer this concealer over and over again. I know I was working with Sophia Bush this weekend for the Oscars, and we had to do touch-ups throughout the day, and I could put this concealer on, get a really flawless finish, and then hours later you can bump it up, and it doesn't ever get thick or cakey on the skin, which is something that I really appreciate. If I maybe did my makeup in the morning and then I'm going somewhere at night or just need a little pick-me-up, this is an awesome product for that.
As you can see, like it's definitely toning down all of that redness in my skin, but it still looks really, really natural. It still has a nice sort of natural texture to it, which I mean, I love. I really, really want to make sure that my skin looks like skin throughout the entire day for me or any of my clients.
Yeah, hello, I have slept. I am awake. Who worked 1,000 hours at the Oscars? Not I, because that just, I feel like bumps everything up. And you saw, I went from a brush to a sponge. Once again, very, very versatile products. You don't have to use a certain tool to make them work, but it does have, as Danny was saying, that perfect kind of skin finish that just looks like expensive skin. It looks like luxurious skin. There is a luminosity that makes it look like you just had the best facial of your life. And by starting out with really effective skincare, sometimes skincare that you would think you could only use at night because of how effective they are, you can use these during the day, get all of your benefits from it, but also get that incredible canvas so that everything glides on smooth and you just look like you were blessed from the heavens with the most stunning, even skin ever. And I can say I was not. I definitely need help from these products.
Another
But
pro tip, never, oh, just really quickly,
yeah.
don't forget about the ears, because sometimes we create all of this beautiful coverage and complexion happening on the skin, and we forget about the ears. And then in photographs or like on a red carpet, you can sort of have this like pink sort of floaty ear thing happening. So any little bit of product that you have left over, just sort of take that and run that there, just so you get this really nice sort of color coverage continuity.
So we do have that color coverage continuity, absolutely. But I will say I did add a little bit of shape with that concealer, but it's time to give the face a bit more structure. Danny and I are going to do that with different products, but kind of in similar aspects of just providing some shape to the face. We're going to play off our bone structure. And so what I'm going to be using is the Hollywood Contour Wand. We just got a few new shades in this, which is incredible. So there are still the tried and true original shades, but this one is maybe my favorite of the extensions. This is the shade medium that goes a bit more golden than what we've had in the past, and it plays really well with my skin tone. So with these wands, I'm sure you've seen them before. They are completely viral. Sometimes it's hard for us to keep them in stock. So if you have not tried, get them in your cart now. But what you're going to do is you're just going to switch them on, give a little squeeze, and you'll get some product out the top, and then go ahead and turn it right off. You don't want any of that to end up in your cap. You want all of your beautiful product in your wand. And you can see naturally where I hollow. I'm going to go a little higher than that just to make sure that that lift exists on my face. A little around my forehead. I'm going to cheat some cardio on my jawline, a little under my lip to pout it, and a little contour to my nose. This is all going to give really beautiful shape to my face so that I look dimensional, but it's still going to maintain that beautiful glow because these you'll see blend flawlessly into anything. Once again, any tool of your choice. I'm going to be using a brush once again, but I just kind of will tap or create circular motions to blend this out, and you do not need to be a makeup artist to blend these at all. What are you using, Danny?
I am using Charlotte's Airbrush Bronzer. This is in shade 2. What I love about this is it's a mattifying bronzer. Again, there's a shade 2 there. And just a really giant brush, pressing it into the skin. With a bronzer, you want to really make sure that you are placing it in the places on the face where you typically would get a little color if you spend some time in the sun. So that's going to be like high into the hairline, really high onto the cheekbone, across the bridge of the nose. And what I like about this powder as well is, again, everything is skincare infused with Charlotte. So you have this powder, which somehow miraculously and magically, Charlotte has packed hyaluronic acid into this as well. So it's good for the skin. And just because it is matte, I do like this because it is going to just create these really nice sort of marrying textures. I'll have some really high, like shine, glossy points happening on the skin, and then placing this on top of it will give a little bit more of like a satiny glow to the skin, and just putting some of that color back in that I have lost during the winter months.
We don't talk about that. No one has to know. We're painting with sun.
And you can also use it on the body as well. Like you'll see me adding some onto my neck to sort of tie all of that in. Nice and bronzy.
Gorgeous.
It's
And yeah, you
summer.
can definitely see like that bit of different texture. I still have a lot of luminosity, a natural luminosity to the skin, where Danny does have a little more of a velvety finish. So depending on what you're looking for, similar placement, but you can just decide your textures. But I do like to create some velvety texture, and oh, it's hard because this new serum has just like blown me away. But one of my favorites ever is the Airbrush Flawless Finish Powder. I'm obsessed. I actually got my second one out because my original one has a bit of a belly button. This is the one that I have been using every day, but I thought I would show a pretty one for you all. And I will go through this very, very quickly. This is the powder for people that do not like powder or think they don't like powder. Like I told you all, I'm very, very dry. I have to work hard to get my skin hydrated and to really help my skin barrier. And so normally a powder would freak me out because it can sometimes show off texture that I didn't even realize I had or grab in weird places. This has beautiful oils and waxes in it that make it it's truly like an airbrush tool when it comes to Photoshop. So I'm using actually shade 1, and this is going to help to brighten up. There's 4 beautiful shades in this, and they're really, really accommodating and flexible. So I can move from a 1 to a 2 and sometimes even bronze with a 3. I have a lot of options, but I'm going to go in and just erase some of the texture in the center of my face with a bit of a puff, and then I'll use a brush too. Once again, the tool is your choice. What shade do you use, Danny?
I am actually using shade 2.
Okay, okay. Oh, she's
wanting
getting
to
some
add
color.
a wanting to add a little bit more color to my skin during these winter months. So for me, what I like to do is just dust a light layer all over everything. This is going to help stabilize all of those complexion products and skincare that I've used. But I did only do one side of the face, so you can see like the complete difference of how this just completely airbrushes and minimizes the texture of the skin. So I've powdered this side for you already. Everything's looking nice, gorgeous, and smooth. And I haven't powdered this side where you can still see a little bit of that shine. Another thing I love about this powder is you can apply this as many times as you want throughout the day. If you're a little oily, you need additional shine control. It doesn't get cakey, it doesn't change color, it doesn't look heavy. I I mean 8 times a day if I can. This is going all over my face. So it's also really good, not only for every day, but great for a red carpet, great for stage, great for a full day of event makeup.
Yeah, I'm braving the zoom, but you can see how that just completely blurs out my under eye. And I know I was talking about that creaseless under eye that stays. This as that final step to stabilize that concealer that we put on over that cryo recovery eye serum is the perfect combination for something that is going to hold up, look super smooth, but cover. Because you saw before, I definitely have dark circles. I have hereditary and sleep driven dark circles, but that smoothness is something that is unmatched that I've never gotten from any other powder. Mm.
Ready to move on?
Yeah, let's do it.
So I'm going to start off with my lip using Charlotte's Magic Lip Oil. I love this. It's got so many delicious ingredients in here. We've got serotin leaf extract. This is going to help reduce the appearance of fine lines. Um, it's going to lock in moisture, make your lips look really beautiful, nice, and plump. And what I love about this too is you can wear it like during the day as sort of just like your average daily lip conditioner, but I like to really layer it on at night and use it as sort of a night mask. One thing with this product though is you want to make sure that you're pressing the tube just a little bit. You're going to see that the crystal ball sort of pops up. So then you get that nice coat of oil and then it's great to ready to go and to apply to the lip.
I
And it
am
feels
going
so
in.
good and it smells so good.
I actually used a little bit of my lip oil at the beginning of this process, and I blotted it off because it just gives my lips the perfect canvas for applying other things. Right now, I'm going in with a little bit of lip sheet, and I'm using the Pillow Talk family. The Pillow Talk family is like the perfect kind of pinky neutral that is going to be like your lips but better. And so you can see this pencil, not only is it going to be waterproof, it stays on, it gives you such a long wear, is so creamy, but it really allows you to cheat the shape of your lip if you'd like. So that's totally your prerogative, but at Charlotte, we do have a tried and true tested shape that works really well, where you overline at your Cupid's bow to really give some beautiful lift to your lips. It looks really nice and natural to overline in this area. I'm using Pillow Talk Medium, just so you know. There's 4 different shades, so anyone has a Pillow Talk for them. I'll show you swatches in just a moment. And I'm overlining in the center, finding my lip shape on the side, and then tucking it into the inner corner. So by overlining in the center, I get that beautiful pout. Underlining in the outer corner, it doesn't drag my lips out, so it looks super natural. I'll do the same on the bottom, overlining into the center, then tucking it into the inner corner and finding it on the sides. So I have this really beautiful structure that now plays into the structure of the rest of my face. And then I'm going to take Pillow Talk Fair lipstick. This is a phenomenal color. It is just a little lighter than the traditional one. Where did my Pillow Talk Fair lipstick go? I'm going to have to find it. Somehow, no matter, it never fails that I can't find anything that exists on this. You know what? Let's play. We'll do Pillow Talk Original. So I'm going to go ahead and take Pillow Talk Original. This is an incredible formula. It's a matte revolution formula, so it's a matte that feels like a creamy mousse. But you can see it just gives my lips that beautiful my lips but better look. And naturally, my lips have a tiny bit of texture. It's just the beauty of having natural lips. I want to pout those out a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and use some Plumpgasm in fair medium to plump my lips out. And I'm going to let you, Danny, what's going on with these brows over here while I gloss? Let us know what's happened.
So you did this really gorgeous lip. I wanted to jump ahead a little bit because I typically only wear the lip oil for a daily look for myself. So I jumped in to do my brows. And that is one thing that one of the best tips that I've learned from Charlotte is how to really create this like supermodel brow. So the brow Charlotte Tilbury shape is nice and full and fluffy. We don't want to go wolfy. It's not too brushed up. It's not too thick. Everything just goes like up and towards like the top of the ear. But one thing, if you want to really try to create the Charlotte Tilbury supermodel brow for yourself, a couple things to note is you want to go a little bit straighter through the arch. So nice and fluffy, really natural in the beginning. You can sort of bevel the shape if you want to, just so there's no hard lines really happening here. And then going through, one of my brows is a little bit more arched than the other. So I'm pulling that really straight through the arch. But one thing that I do just want to make sure that we are respecting like the natural brow shape that exists. So you can make these like little minor tweaks to your brows in order to achieve that Charlotte Tilbury supermodel brow without having to really just go through and like redefine or rechange your entire brow shape. If you've got a fuller brow like me, you definitely want to respect the shape that's there. But with these two products, the brow cheat is super, super fine. It's really chiseled. So you can use the point to go through and create really natural sort of brush-like strokes. Or you can flip it on its side if you need a little bit more of like a shading moment. And then I'm going to, let's see, they look good and balanced. I think so. And then we're going to lock it in with Legendary Brows. So the shade that I'm using is Natural Black in the brow cheat, and I'm using dark brown in the Legendary Brow. This is going to groom the hair right into place, lock it in, and give it a little bit more of like a fluffiness. And it is water resistant, so definitely going to stand up throughout the entire day. And for me, throughout my like oil sort of peeking through, and that is how you get a perfect Charlotte Tilbury supermodel brow.
Hey, you are a supermodel. Here you, as I put a little bit of that gloss on while you were doing your brows. Just so you can see how that fire and ice technology, it really does create this incredible plumping of the lip where you almost lose that natural texture to make it look full and pouty. It's not one of those plumpers that is going to burn or anything like that. It's not going to feel uncomfortable. It gives you a little tingle, but it definitely creates the fullest, plumpest lip, like my lips have transformed. And just so you can see, this is the Pillow Talk family. We go from Pillow Talk Fair, Lip Cheat, Lipstick, all the way to Pillow Talk Intense. And there's one in there for absolutely everyone. It is the perfect kind of pinky nude. So there's definitely one out there for you. Do not worry. And if you're in doubt, just go to Pillow Talk. We put it on basically every single one of our customers. Literally, Sophia and Ashlyn were saying, I wear Pillow Talk medium. I wear Pillow Talk. Like that's what we're going to wear to Elton John's party. So it was easy peasy, done and done.
Yeah, that looks beautiful.
Thank you. Okay, I think I know that I am gonna need a little bit of cheek. I know you already got some cheeks on with your bronzer. So I need to add a little bit of color to my cheeks just so that we complete it all together. So I'm gonna be going in with our honestly the most viral. Like I feel like absolutely never were able to even keep these on the shelves. Our beauty light wands. I'm going to be going in two different shades, and one of these I was really inspired by the Oscars. First and foremost, I'm going to be going in with Pinkgasm. This is a beautiful blushing highlight that gives you, I'm once again just squeezing a bit out, closing it off, and you do not need much with this product at all. I just use one little dot kind of higher up on my cheekbone to continue that lift. And I don't even need to say anything. You'll be able to watch the magic happen. And as I'm doing this, Danny, we actually got a question from the crowd. Just because I know this is going to be perfect for you. The question is Hollywood Flawless Filter suitable for oily skin? I'm going to blend this out. Do you mind answering that?
No, not at all. Yes, me being really, really oily, I do love the Hollywood Flawless filter. So it is great for all skin types. But if you are a little bit on the oilier side, but you still want that gorgeous sort of glow that just comes from within, just be a little bit more strategic about where you place that. So for me, if I really want my Hollywood Flawless filter to pop, I'm going to place it like really high on the cheekbone, just down the center of the nose, maybe a little bit in the forehead, and then keep everything else sort of nice and matte. And even throughout the day, I'll just powder like the sides of my nose and then the outer perimeter and really let that Hollywood Flawless filter just sort of shine and glow like right through this area and right through the center. So yes, if you have oily skin, Hollywood Flawless filter is for you too.
Amazing. I hope that you all can see I got that beautiful hit of pink and then that incredible glow. Oh my goodness. I don't know how Charlotte does it, but she is able to take the most stunning glow and put it in these incredible tubes. And I was so inspired by Demi Moore at the Oscars. Sophia Tilbury did a beautiful job on her makeup and she used the Beauty Light Wand in Pillow Talk. And so I have not been able to set this down since I saw that. And what I like to do, I have this beautiful kind of blush happening, and I like to wrap that blush in Pillow Talk. So I kind of take it all the way around my cheek. It's gonna give that beautiful glaze. You know who does that beautifully is Sabrina Carpenter. Her cheeks just always look so supple and juicy. And I find that this shade just wraps so stunningly on so many different tones. This is another one that has multiple options. So if you are a bit richer in tone, there is a Pillow Talk medium available, but this Pillow Talk original is a really, really versatile shade. And I find it just like I'm looking at my screen, I'm not even looking in the camera anymore. I've just kind of dozed off and completely disassociated because this glow is everything for me. I cannot it and you saw a couple taps of my brush and it's blended in for you and you have that red carpet luminosity that will stop anyone in their tracks. Love it. Pinkgasm, Pillow Talk together, a match made in heaven.
Yeah, that looks good. Are we done? Are we done with our looks?
Well, no, I have to make sure that this lasts forever because I love it so much now.
Well, I've got
Good call.
just the
Good
thing for
call.
you. Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. You cannot do a makeup without using this product. This is going to lock in your makeup look for 16 hours. It is incredible. You're going to get no budging, no creasing, no smudging, no transfer. It is waterproof. Yes, this is as much that as you should be using, especially for me.
I know. I'm gonna go in as well. I'm using every last ounce of my setting spray and I have one on deck just in case. I actually have a mini on deck as well and I can never be without it because this is going to not only give you that long wear. Danny, do you know how many hours, how long this is going to last on the skin? We did get a question from the audience.
For the setting spray,
Setting spray, yes. How long is this going
yes.
to stay on?
16-hour wear with the setting spray. So I even like to use it as like a little bit of a primer too. Like before I do my complexion, I'll do like a light misting and it really just helps everything to like blend. I'll moisten my beauty sponges with this too, just to like help everything sort of blend and stick together and layer beautifully and nicely. But to really show you the power of airbrush setting spray, while Alicia was doing her cheek, I created what we call a Tilbury tattoo. So these are all shadows, brand new shadows from the Beautifying Trend palettes. So definitely check those out. There's gorgeous, gorgeous shades, but this one is the Sensual Sunset. This little baby right here. We didn't focus on it, but I wanted to share with you anyway. And now you can just see like that is not budging, smudging, moving, going anywhere.
Hello. It is on there. And
Hello.
I will tell, not only am I mesmerized by that Tilbury tattoo, but me and the audience is mesmerized by your bronzer. There's just one question about your placement. Did you put it on your cheekbones or did you put it in your contour lines? Because it looks so stunning.
For bronzer, I typically like to keep the bronzer and contour a little separate because I have a beard. It sort of creates a natural contour for me already. Sometimes I'll get a little extra spicy and like build a little bit of contour in. But when we think about contour, it really is about creating shape and shadow to the face. So those tones are always going to be a little bit cooler, a little bit more ashier, like typical shades that you would find within like a shadow. Bronzers are always typically really, really warm, so those go high onto the cheekbone. So instead of bringing contour right through here, I brought it really high onto the cheekbone, high into my hairline and across the bridge of my nose. So it really gives that natural sort of sun-kissed warmth. So you think about if you did spend a little bit of time in the sun, where would you typically get a little bit of pink or a little bit of color? Those are the areas that you want to apply your bronzer.
Amazing. It looks incredible. And now this is going to be on for 16 hours. So we got to go out, Danny, and show the world these looks. It looks amazing.
Looking
Yes.
good. Um, I mean, we're almost done, but before we go, I would love to share our top three products with everybody who's watching. Yes? Okay, okay. I'll go first. Dark
Okay.
spot corrector, absolutely. We've been using this for months. It's really helped to get rid of a lot of the redness and sort of acne scarring that is healing on my skin. I use it during the day, but I also use it alone at night to really, again, with this, whatever benefit that you want from either serum, that's the one that you want to layer first. So if spot correcting is your biggest concern, put this one down on first, then do the magic serum on top of that. Let's see. Next up, of course, setting spray. We're all busy. We all have busy lives. We want longevity. Sometimes we don't have time for a touch up. This is definitely your go-to. And as you can see with the Tilbury tattoo, it actually really does work. And then Airbrush Flawless Finish. Magic powder minimizes pores, minimizes texture, absorbs shine, and you can apply it numerous times throughout the day. No weirdness, no caking, no changing color.
Oh, I got a
Gotta
kiss
have
too.
that.
Here's the thing. I don't like to repeat favorites. I like to pick new ones, but I can't. You stole it from me. You saw my skin. This has become a necessity every single day, day and night for me. The dark spot correcting Radiance Recovery Serum, and it's only available at Nordstrom. So hallelujah for all of you. This has just taken over. I'm just the glow. I'm obsessed with it. So I have to say my beauty light wands, there is just nothing like this, and the every single time that I wear these I get so many compliments, and I hope that you wear them and get just as many compliments. Last I'm gonna do Unreal Skin. I love this Unreal Skin. It's so quick, it's fast. You saw even with the discoloration that I have that I'm working on with my serum, this bounces back the most beautiful light. And there's a ton of really beautiful shades. Absolutely love the glow that is happening on my skin, and a lot of that is coming from this. So those are my three. Okay. I think even more exciting than a three is a giveaway, right? We teased it in the beginning. Let's talk about this giveaway. We have the winner. So can I get a drum roll, please? A brrrr. Dana M. Dana M, congratulations. You are the winner. You are getting $400 worth of Charlotte Tilbury skincare, and we will be reaching out. Nordstrom will be reaching out to you after this class. Congratulations. We are so excited for you to get your hands on that, and I am a little jealous. I'm not going to lie. So good job, Dana M.
Yes, thank you so much for joining us. I mean, Charlotte Tilbury has given us so many beautiful things in the makeup world, so many beautiful products, and she really gives us all to be able to give us the gift of confidence as well. So thank you so much for joining us. We've loved spending this time with you. Don't forget to visit Charlotte Tilbury at Nordstrom.com or head into your local Nordstrom and check all of these amazing products out. And can't wait to see you soon. Thanks again for joining us.
Thank
Bye,
you.
everybody.
Bye.